just got a train down to London and then walked to Victoria Coach Station, jumping on the next train and the next bus, which I've just booked, and it goes to Paris. I think it's a 10-hour journey, so in about half an hour. So Paris next up. 6 o'clock in the morning. I've just arrived in Paris. I was going to explore, but then I saw a bus that goes to Turin in about 2.5 hours, so I booked that. So I'm not staying in Paris, which I've done extensively, but I've never been to Turin, so I'm going there. So basic, but it's all I need. Booked in for 3 days, so that should give me enough time. And you know, you get a feeling for a place. It's not always right, but I've got a good feeling about this place. I like it. It's a great little gem. I dislike all those homogenisation of the hotels. It's got a really homely feel. '20s music. The Floss Creek. Yeah, no. Cheese board. I love it. It's so much character. Breakfast was beautiful as well. All homemade. In one of the many parks in Turin. Pretty impressive monument. Walking down by the River Po. I think it's the longest river in Italy, but this is, hey look, let's look at it. This is why I love travelling. I'm seeing this for the first time ever. Never seen any of this. I've never been in this spot ever. Isn't that goddamn amazing? You just, how beautiful it is. Stop everything you're doing, pause, sit, and just gaze at its beauty. I've only been in Torino, Turin, the locals call it Torino. I've only been in less than 12 hours and I already think it's one of my favourite places in Italy, if not the world. Just, I mean, I love Italy anyway, but all the grand squares, all the history, nature, it's just, I love it. I love the place. It's called Gramma de Caprolina. Probably butchered it, but beautiful building. And legend has it that between those two statues, that one and that one, is supposed to be the Holy Grail. got told off for filming because it's a religious service and sacred and all that sort of stuff. Torino. See the Alps in the background? It's Sunday, so the church bells are going off. A beautiful city with a very impressive backdrop. I mean, look at just usual standard bridge in Torino. Ancient, massive bronze statues. Just going into a place called Borgo Medievale. It's a replica of a medieval town. 1880 something it was built. It's a way to increase trade. It's quite strange, it's quite popular, and it is way over 100 years old. But if this were in, I don't know, Las Vegas, it'd be classed as tacky as hell. But because it's here, it's seen very differently. And it is free to get in here as well, which is always nice when it's free. The medieval mock-up is in Parco di Valentino Park. It's quite a large area. Very pleasant. Just as I mentioned, it wasn't too hot. The sun's starting to break through the clouds now. That might be good for some, but not for me. Well, maybe I should go for a swim in there. Nice little stream. Shade is good. Shade is your friend. There's some beautiful buildings around here. One of the bad things about Turin on a Sunday is a lot of places are closed. One of the good things is you can just wander around. There's very few people about. There's certainly more pigeons than people. It's not a bad thing. Every corner you turn around, something beautiful and amazing. I bet you could spend weeks here and still really not see all the gems. It's beautiful, isn't it? I mean, look at it. Really beautiful. It's just a little side street. There's, I don't know how, it must be kilometres of these arch walkways. By all accounts it was because were built because the king of Italy at the time didn't like getting wet. I don't know how true that is, but it's a pretty good story. These are the old walls to the city. The Roman times. Quite impressive sight and free to get in. There's a palace across the road with some really old ruins from Roman times and part of the palace, but it's closed at the moment. But you can see it's quite impressive views as well around there, but again it's closed Sunday. Julius Caesar. You can get around the other side. You have to go around there. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I think that's a line anyway. This is statue of this gate, main part of the city. 25 BC it was built. I believe it's been knocked down a couple of times and rebuilt, and being everything from a music hall to a prison. Look at that. Even in Roman times they were playing on the phone all the time. Just everywhere you go. It's just beautiful. In one of the many, I think it's, well, one of the arcades. Beautiful. The more I wander around, I just stumble across great plazas. Look at this. That one of the most beautiful plazas you've ever seen. It's just exquisite, isn't it? Just Torino keeps on giving. Hey, look out. It's just beautiful.